Hi Duncan and the Keys and Lee team. Hope you are well. Just wanted to give you a quick update today, just on the adverts for sort of the last 30 days. So as you can see, we've got the set to the last 30 days. We've had 10,200 impressions. Let's just change this one to clicks, which is a lot better. So we've had 10,200 impressions, which is the amount of times your advert lands, 668 clicks, and from that we've had 60 instant valuations, which is a drop in what you guys usually get, because I've seen your advert go over 100. Now this can be a variety of things. It can be where trends are changing, which I'll show you in a second. It can be where, so the trends change. It can be where there's competition in your area. It can be a variety of things. So it's not too much to worry about, and it will pick up again because we are still making changes. If you click into change history, I'm not sure how many changes I've made on this account, but if I click into that, oh yeah, 10 changes. So we're constantly making changes and trying to improve. But one thing that I noticed is that when you look at these lines here, if you look at the blue one is impressions, so the amount of times the advert's landing. Conversions is the yellow one, and we can see an uptrend there at the end with look, those are the conversions where we drop right off to none here and drop right off none. Then we've come up and we've got 3 on that day, another 2 on that day, another 5 on that day. So we have picked up. We just saw a drop around this area here. That was near the start of the month. We don't know what happened there, but we've seen a drop off. And then we can see that the red is the clicks. So again, we're ticking up there, dropped slightly there, but we're ticking up there on the clicks and the impressions. And then the green one, which is your cost per conversion, is falling down there as well, which obviously it's good. We can see on your last 5 conversions, they've only cost £1.65 each. So it's had a blip, but everything's going back in the right direction now. That's obviously why you've got me on board to make sure that if anything does go wrong, we jump on it straight away. One of the things we look at is trend. I very often look at trend. So if we just view what's going on with trend at the moment, if we look at, let's just change that to impressions. So if we look at the search interest in the UK, has actually increased by 5%, and we've put adverts in front of 44 more people. So we've increased the amount of times the advert lands according to the trend. The clicks were slightly lower, but there's nothing we can do really about people clicking into the advert. What we can do is make sure that we know what the trends are doing. Now, when I talk about a trend, the trend for the UK this week is home appraisals. So sometimes it's home valuations, sometimes it's what is my house worth, but whatever the trend might be, we need to know what that trend is and make sure that we're going with that trend and that we've got the word home appraisal within the search. There's not much else we need to know here. So we can see housing market and real estate prices. They're trending again up in comparison with last week. Brokerage firms we don't need to know about. And then housing market is also trending 16% up on last year, which means there's more and more people consulting with Google and doing Google searches revolving around what their house is worth, looking for estate agents, etc. So I hope all that makes sense. So as I say, not concerned at all about the results. I think you're still on a very, very strong result there. I'd like to get those conversions back up above 100. But as I said before, you can see in recent times, 5 conversions last Wednesday. When I say conversions, instant valuations. So 5 instant valuations in a day last week. There's another 1. There's 4 in a day. 4 in a day. The 4 in a day before that one there. 4 in a day at £1.69 each. And then most recently we've had, which was on Monday, yesterday, we got 5 in yesterday at £1.65 each. So, you know, this blip down here must have been something to do with competition, algorithms, etc. So I've made a few tweaks, a few changes, and we are back on target. So I hope that all makes sense. If you do want a meeting with me, Zoom, if you want to talk about YouTube adverts that I'm offering now as well, just get in touch and we'll go from there. Thanks, Duncan. Cheers.